Welcome to the CAD Talk WIA webinar with maximizing your IFS value in construction and manufacturing. All right, so today I have a great panel, amazing folks. We have Shamil from WIA Systems, a leading IFS implementation partner, global system integrator. Dylan Olson, a technical lead here at CAD Talk, experienced in integrating engineering systems with IFS. So today we have an action-packed, deep dive into, what engineering and manufacturing companies need to know about IFS. And I am your host, Jeff Brickler, and I'll be really running the conversation, the dialogue today between the two parties, Dylan from CAD Talk and Shamil. I've been working with CAD Talk for 10 years, implemented customers, been on sales calls, work with our sales and marketing team as well as our implementation team to really provide value for engineering and manufacturing folks. Work with our partners like Shamil here to help both partners deliver on IFS value and for customers to get up and running as quickly as possible. So today we're going to break this down into sort of really three main sections and with an overview of kind of what these topics will be about, what we're going to do in each section. Section 1 is really around IFS excellence in construction and manufacturing. So Shamil's here to really lend his expertise of large IFS global rollout projects for engineering and manufacturing companies to really talk about how IFS, what parts of IFS have the biggest impact for engineering and manufacturing. And then, Dylan, from a CAD Talk perspective, will talk about how what we see in terms of engineering design for ERP, specifically for IFS, and how the two together really can make for an amazing engineering and manufacturing system. Then in section 2, we'll talk more about strategic implementations. So let's say, after you've chosen IFS, you think IFS is the right platform, and you want to talk about the plan for integration and how you're going to make the whole process work. We're going to really look at how do you approach a global rollout for IFS, right? Whether that's a single site or multi-site or one country or multiple countries. How do you look at that that's specific to construction and manufacturing, and what modules to choose, and then we'll talk about how. And Dylan will talk about a bit about integration. Where does CAD Talk fit in? Why is integration important, and at what stage does it help in that process? And section 3 is really around optimizing, right? So optimizing the engineering manufacturing data, how to get the most value out of IFS with that quality data, and then how do you maintain that data over the long haul? So think of this as like your sort of a first section of evaluating IFS as a solution, step 2, section 2 of implementing it, and section 3 of optimizing it. Okay, Shamil, great. Thanks for joining today. We're going to talk a little bit about section 1, excellence for construction and manufacturing. So you've had lots of experience working with manufacturing companies. Can you talk to me a little bit about what makes for excellent projects? What do customers and people need to really focus on to drive excellence in manufacturing construction with IFS?
Well, Jeff, first of all, thank you for having me. It is great to be here. Thank you, Dylan, too. And talking about IFS and how it supports manufacturing and construction industries, what really differentiates IFS in the manufacturing industry is its ability to support the full life cycle of the product, from design to planning to production to service and maintenance of sometimes asset management of the product. So another thing that IFS differentiate itself is when it comes to mixed mode manufacturing. So those two things, I believe, really sets IFS apart when it comes to the features that it supports for manufacturing industries. For construction industries, I think the most important feature that I've seen is used is the project lifecycle management, from project planning to execution to closure. That all the features that comes with it with IFS. That has really made a difference for our construction companies, especially getting the end-to-end visibility of the project plan, and then during the execution, tracking it against the estimates, and then also making sure all the things are complied with the regulations and uh, other local restrictions.
So what I think I hear you saying is like for project-based manufacturers who have to design and build something, maybe maintain it for a particular project, usually a large scale project. The IFS really is a game changer, huge capabilities in terms of managing the whole, like you said, life cycle of that project from kind of estimating, right, in the beginning all the way to uh, the project maintenance, manufacturing it, delivering it, and maintaining it.
Yep. So when you talk about very large scale projects, I can give you two examples, right? One is a very large scale construction project, maybe development of a site or a big shipyard, for example, right? So that could have a different, like usually there could be a GC that kind of manage the whole project, special, and then also subcontractors that are coming into the project, and ability to work with multiple subcontractors, and having a unified design, um, and able to track any changes to the design of the project, and flow it to the subcontractors seamlessly. I think that's a big advantage, right? And talking about project-based manufacturing, I think I've seen that across a lot of aerospace and defense customers, especially the defense projects, where if you're developing a new missile or new naval asset, that's project based, because you have to track all the purchases, all the labor reported, everything against a project, and sometimes even against a sub project, because those things needs to be complied in terms of reporting.